Hey there folks, that was me triggering notes on my DeepMind 12 using the Behringer FCB1010 MIDI foot controller. And today I'm going to show you how to do this that'll work on any synth. For ease of programming, I'm going to use a software editor for the FCB1010. And if this is all new to you, there are further videos on my channel on how to set up the FCB1010 and what editors are available and how to use them. So here's the software editor I'm using, and I'll assume that you've got all the necessary MIDI connections in place. If you're unsure about this, then please check out the other videos on my channel. In order to play notes using the foot switches on the Behringer foot controller, you need to go to the note control section in the bottom right corner here, and here you can enter MIDI note values against each of the presets. But what values do I put in here? Well, each note on a keyboard has a MIDI value assigned to it, and here is a simple diagram showing what they are. For an 88-key keyboard, the notes range from A0 through to C8, and each note has a MIDI value assigned to it. So A0 is 21, A0 sharp is 22, B0 is 23, etc., all the way up to note C8, which has a MIDI value of 108. So for example, if I wanted to play C4 or middle C, I would enter the MIDI value 60. So back here in the software editor, I've gone into bank 4. This is just because the first 3 banks I already have programmed to control things on my MODX. And then I've gone down to the note control section, checked the note value box, and entered the relevant values for each of the presets. In this example, I programmed the first 8 presets to trigger the notes C2 to C3, the white notes only. So for preset 1, I've put in the note value 36, which is the MIDI note value for C2. For preset 2, I've put in the value 38, which is the value for D2. And for preset 3, I've put in the value 40, which is the MIDI value for E2, and so on according to the chart I showed earlier. I've then gone into global settings and set the MIDI channel notes to channel 3, as this is the MIDI channel that my DeepMind 12 is set to. Once completed, I then just need to send the changes to the FCB1010 by clicking on the Transmit SysX button and then just follow the instructions. Now, if I play presets 1 to 8 on the MIDI foot controller, I trigger notes C2 to C3 on my DeepMind 12, like this. If I then turn the arpeggiator on the DeepMind 12, I can get something like this. And if I want, I can then play the arpeggiator on the DeepMind 12 using my feet whilst overlaying chords on the MODX with my hands, like this. So that's it. That's how to play notes using the FCB1010 MIDI foot controller from Behringer. Oh, and just for info, I've got the FCB1010 foot controller hooked up to all of my synths using a combination of a MIDI merge box, a MIDI through box, and using the MIDI ports on my audio interface to connect to my PC. This setup means that I can set the MIDI channels on the foot controller to control any one of my synths, or indeed VSTs on my PC. If you're interested in more details on how this sort of setup works, there are more videos on my channel going into a lot more detail on MIDI merge and MIDI through boxes. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, there are a series of videos on my channel related to setting up and programming the FCB1010 foot controller. So if you're interested in more details around that, please go check them out. Well, that's about it for now. If you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the usual place down below, and I will try my best to get back to each and every one of you. Any or all feedback is greatly appreciated. And if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content like this in the future. But for now, I've been Graham. Take care and catch you later.